Hello guys, so in this video I'm gonna be explaining the process of the listing review. Okay, so let's start with reading the overview. Okay, listing review is a process that we use to check and evaluate the listings and decide whether it should be uploaded to Amazon Seller Central. This process aims to track specific listing criteria and ensure that the listing meets all the listing criteria. A listing review team aims to analyze potential areas of growth or improvement from a listing standpoint. A listing review can be helpful even if a particular listing is a success, as it can help identify the tools and techniques that led to its effectiveness. The team can document these techniques for us to use in the future. Okay, so here's the process. Fill out the listing review sheet. So this is the sheet here. Okay, so this is the listing review sheet. And everything in green will be filled by the checker. So everything in green that will be filled by the checker or the listing review team. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. And everything in black will be filled by the lister. Okay, so everything in black, this one, this, until here, this. So everything in black, everything in black. This is gray, everything in black. This is gray. Um, for the gray highlight, everything in gray is automated. So everything in gray is automated, so you don't have, that means you don't have to worry about it. Okay, this is gray, gray, this is gray. Okay, so everything in gray is automated, so it has a formula to automate calculations and everything. This one as well. Okay, these are gray. So black here, you will have to fill in these columns: the date, who's the lister, and the pod. So if you're in on a legacy pod, choose the stores of legacy pod 1, or let's say if you're in pod 2, here are the stores of pod 2, pod 3. Here are the stores. These are the stores of pod 3, and then pod 4. Okay, these are the stores in pod 4, and then 6. Here are the stores in pod 6. Okay, so let's proceed. um Fill in all the required columns in the sheet. These are uh what, like I said earlier, all that are in black, or everything in black, will be filled out by the listers. Okay, check column AN, criteria column, if the listing is good to list or criteria not met. So here, column AN, so this column here, um this is automated as well. You don't have to worry about it. um okay, so it should be either criteria not met or good to list. So depending on the data here, the data on the columns here, column E, column F, column K, um, uh, this one as well. But this one will be, we will know, we will know this after the listing review team has done checking the listing. This will not be included. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, so, and lastly, the ROI. Okay, so if you click here, ROI, and the column F and column E. Okay, so those are the criteria. Okay, and next, the listing checker will check the listing and mark as approved if all criteria are met. Okay, so like I said earlier, the listing checker will check, see if the listing is a match. Then if a listing is a match, then the checker will put yes, and then if everything is fine, then the checker will then tag them as, mark them as approved. Okay, if mismatch, Okay, if mismatch, then you can see here, let's try to put here price, say 30. So if mismatch, so automatically criteria will say it will show here criteria not met. And you can probably the lister or the checker will probably mark this as mismatch. Okay, so that's it. And okay, once marked as approved, the listers or directors of each pod will copy the listing to their individual listing sheets, and upload the listing to Amazon Seller Central. So, assuming everything is okay, everything is fine, it is approved by the checker, then that is the time that the listers or the directors of each pod will upload them to Seller Central. Okay, so you'll have to, for example, the Synbob sales, you'll have to move or copy the data from this sheet right here into this sheet right here. Okay, and then proceed with the uploading of or the listing of uploading of the listing to Amazon Seller Central. Okay, so that's the process. Okay, additional notes here. If you know a brand or list of brands known for IP claims, please feel free to add them to our restricted brands list. Okay, so we have here restricted brands list. So you can add here if you have anything or if you know any brand that is known for IP complaints, or if you know a brand that is restricted, so you can please feel free to add here. Okay, you can add it here. Okay, and by the way, for the brand, say for example, the brand is, let's just say, Test. Okay, this will automatically say no if the brand is not restricted, if it can't see the brand here. Okay, so say for example the brand is Wolf, brand is Wolf, so it will automatically mark it as restricted. And then if you check on column AN, uh, it will automatically be marked as criteria not met. Okay, so you don't have to proceed if that happens. Okay, let's give one example. So this one, for example. Okay, so this is the source. This is the listing that we're going to be selling. So this is the source. Oh, source link, and then this is the ASIN. Okay, let's grab the ASIN. So Amazon link is automated. Let's try to see if the brand is the seller. Okay, elephants. Oh, it's not. Let's check all of the sellers. So this one is yes, this is AA plus discount. So this is us. Digicode is a brand. Okay, let's try to see if it's restricted. It's no. But the seller is no. Okay. SKU, you can generate your own SKU if you want. Okay, source variation. The source variation is, I think, one. Yeah, source variation is one. Okay, source variation is one. And seller rank, integrity, tools, and home improvement. Okay, so BSR is good, 1.36. I'm not sure why it says here 2.44. Um, but I've just updated the BSR, the total BSR for this item, I guess. For this category. Let me check. Tools and home improvement. Okay. Tools, 33 million. So let's try this. See. Okay. Data, category 3, tools, various tools. here is tools. So 33 million. So 33,605,000. So that's it. So this is the updated number or total number of listings on this particular category. So this is correct. We have okay. Its PSR percentage is 1.36%, and Amazon price is 157.51. Okay, and the suppliers Amazon is automated as well. You can, although you can manually put this, if the the source link is not correct. Okay, you can manually adjust this to whatever supplier you're using. Okay, the weight doesn't have the weight here. Doesn't have it. Let's just use this point one. So for one single item, and on the listing is 7, so let's just say point 1 times 7. So point 1 times 7, that's point 7. 8.7. So warehouse shipping estimated is 8.61. Handling fee is 2 by default. Our default supplier shipping, let's just say 0. Supplier says 0. Supplier. Okay. Okay, that's free shipping. Free delivery August 28. So that's free shipping. Okay. So that's it. Our minimum 157. Sorry, this is 7. Quantity multiplier is 7, right? It's a pack of 7 because on our source it's a pack of 1. On the listing it's a pack of 7. So let's change this to 7. Okay. So the minimum price is 285. So that means that's 85. That means 10%. Okay. So let's try to put here 85.50. So that's 10%. Okay. 10%. Um, 86. Okay, so can't compete with the buy box price. So our um if 157, if our selling price is 157, to take note, selling price is the same with the Amazon price or the competition price or competitor's price. Okay, so whatever you put here, this will also be the price here. Okay, so take note. So 157, that's a negative profit. Okay, so it should be to 85.50. Okay, or say, yeah, this is not exactly 10%. 9.99%. That's why it says criteria not met, because it's less than 10%. Okay, this is this was rounded off. Let's just say 10.50, 10.51. They're the same. Just say 286. 287. Still, I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. If we adjust to 85.50, that's it. Okay. So only cents difference. So that's good to list. That means it meets all criteria. 10% ROI. Okay. Brand is the seller. Brand is not the seller, and then the brand is not restricted. Okay. So if the brand is restricted, it's highlighted by red, so that means criteria not met. Okay. Let's just revert it back to the correct brand. And after that, um, the listing review team will check this if this is an exact match, check all details, all data of the listing. If everything is or everything meets the criteria, and then mark this as match. Okay, so if it's a mismatch, then I'll put here mismatch, and you can see here criteria not met. Okay, but if it's the match, then we'll tag this as approved, and then this will be the time that you can move this or copy this to your the data of this listing to your individual sheets. Okay, so you can put it here, and then you can upload to Amazon Seller Central. So that's it. So that's the process. Okay, so if you have any questions, just ping me on Skype, or um, just inform your directors about that. If you can, if you have any idea to improve this process, please feel free to suggest. I'm open to suggestions, guys. Okay, so that's it. Thank you.